Hello print fam. This video has been pulled from the archive, so don't mind all the yawning, the ums, the ahs, and the beardless face. The information I thought was still relevant and helpful for those thinking about the HP Latex printer. I have had a few issues, but I still think it's the best purchase for me right now. Let's roll the footage. Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Time to Make Something. I've been getting some questions about the 315 print and cut solution, so I thought I'd answer a few of those questions right now for you. So I got an email from a subscriber, let's see, William. He's got a few questions, plus I've got a few comments and emails about some other questions, so I thought I would just go over all of those real quick. So let's go over William's questions first. The first question is, what are the power requirements like? So the power requirements for the 315 is it needs 220 and it's a 20 amp breaker that needs to be GFCI. So as far as what it took for me, it was, I think, called a 12-3 wire, where it's the yellow Romex that has the white, black, red, and ground. I think it's called 12-3, but yeah. Yellow, I'll see if I can show a picture here on the screen. And then it required a GFCI breaker. That was probably the most expensive part of the whole power requirement. I was able to run the power myself. My basement's unfinished, so I was able to just drill some holes and only had to cut the box itself into my wall. I'll see if I can throw some pictures up here as well. Let me walk over to the printer though and I'll show you. My messy top here. So you can see here it's a double box with 2 plugs, and they are the 220. The 315 doesn't require a separate breaker. If you jump up to the 365 or the other ones, then they do sometimes require a separate breaker for the printer versus the heater. The 315 doesn't require that, so I was able to run a single wire from my breaker panel, and then I just daisy chained 2 plugs here. I had to buy the outlet cover on Amazon because my local store didn't have a 2-gang model. But other than that, it was pretty simple. I think the breaker was like $100. The wire was $50 or so. The actual plugs themselves were maybe $5 each. The box was like $2, so not a ton as far as power, but it is something to keep in mind when purchasing the equipment. Let's see. Kind of a sub-question of that is the power bill. So this is something that I'm not 100% on. I did ask my wife. She's the one that does all the household stuff. And she said that once I got the machine, it seems like it's added about $100 of power, $100 to our bill. This is going to be different based off of what you pay per kilowatt hour. I'm going to try to talk to an electrician to see if there's a way for me to monitor exactly what the printer itself is costing me. Part of that expense though, and another question, sorry, it's like 3 in the morning, so working late hours. A sub-question of that is, does it get too hot? And I think part of that power cost that I'm running into is that I am running a AC unit. It's just a standalone unit that I have that goes out the window. My office is in the back of our garage. It doesn't have AC running to it, so I do have this standalone unit that I do run quite a lot. So I do think that has something to do with the power bill being $100 more than what it was in the past. But again, I'll try to get a better answer for what exactly the power costs. Another question, what is the ink waste like? He asked this question because he doesn't plan on running the machine constantly, and with eco-solvent printers, they have to run every little while and squirt ink. So that's one reason why I ended up going with the HP printer, was because, basically the lack of maintenance that you have to do with HP. So with the HP, in this door right here, it has what they call the maintenance cartridge, and it self-cleans the print head. The print heads are user replaceable. I run my machine once, twice, maybe 3 times a week, depending on the week. But for example, my machine hasn't run in a week because I haven't had anything to print on it, although my cutter right there has been running quite a bit, just because I've been doing a lot of heat transfers. So it's been running completely fine for me. I've only had one time where the print head got misaligned for a job that I ran. It was super noticeable, ran the print head alignment, and I was back in business within like 20 minutes. So not a big deal. That's happened once over the like 4 or 5 months that I've owned the machine, and I cleaned it and just did the maintenance in the menu, and it worked. But again, like, I looked at the Roland, and you had to get swabs, and you had to get chemicals and all these other things, and you had to, every time you used it, you had to swab this certain spot and do this and that, and I was just like, oh man, like, if I want to print something, I either got to be printing all the time so that this is less needed, or I need something that I don't have to do this. And so I ended up going with the HP for that reason, because I don't print a lot right now. I still have a full-time job. I'm trying to build my print and promotion business. I've been doing it for about 10 years, but I'm actually at the point that I do want to go full-time with it, and that was part of the reason behind buying this machine. Third question, how much heat does this thing put out? He has a friend that mentions it's probably not a good idea to run it in a bedroom. I would equate my office to a bedroom. It's about 13 by 13, and it's in the back of my garage. The heater itself, when I'm printing stuff, gets about 240 Fahrenheit. So it gets pretty hot. Like I said, I run my AC standalone unit. Whenever I'm printing, I just turn it on, set it to 72 degrees, and just print. If I'm in here with it running, then I get too hot, too sweaty. So I always run the AC, which again, like I said, I think is what's contributing to the bill being $100. Last question, what's the maintenance like? I kind of covered that with your ink waste question, and there really is none. There's a few things that you have to do that it'll come up on the menu and say you might have to clean the sensor bar, and that's just done with water, or they have printhead cleaning that you can do. It comes with a little kit. I have it right here. It comes with this little kit. So this little, until dust is flying, this little thing is a print head cleaner. It's got some oil, some replaceable rollers, some lubricant, some little pads. I've never had to do anything. It's fairly, I would consider it no maintenance, because it just does it itself. What I've done in the accounting side of things as well is you could put how much the ink costs you. So what I did was I took the cost of the maintenance cartridge and split it across the seven ink cartridges. so that it would account for the maintenance cartridge in the cost of my printing. Just assuming that it would go out in the same amount of time. I don't know if it will. So I have it calculate that, and it's been really affordable for me. This has been the greatest purchase for my business. Like I said, I only run it about once a week, maybe twice, rarely 3 times a week, and it's paying for itself over and over. Like today, the cutter has been paying a ton of money because I'm doing a lot of heat transfers for people, but the printer itself, I do a lot of stickers. Stickers for businesses. I'm doing some for honey people. I'm doing some for just businesses that want to throw them in packages. So like this week, it's Sunday, well, it's Saturday night, Sunday morning. I got an order yesterday, Saturday, for 200 stickers. I'm charging them $90 to do those stickers. And so that $90, I just need a few jobs to pay for the machine. So what I did was I did a lease to own option through a finance company that I was connected with Brightline, or not Brightline, Grimco. They make Brightline. If you want to be, I can get in contact with my sales rep if that's something you're interested in. But my sales rep was great. He got me in contact with them. I was looking at doing kind of a conventional loan because I didn't want to dump a bunch of cash out of the business or out of my personal finances to finance the machine, and so I just did that. So the payment is really affordable. I'm sitting about $300 a month for the payment itself, and then like I said, about $100 in power, so $400 a month. And I'm doing a job. I'm gonna make $90. It's invoiced for $90. Profit on that job will probably be about $70. So it's really affordable. It makes it super easy to take the time, invest the money, so that I can basically build up the business. So I just have to do 3 or 4 jobs to be able to pay for it. I think when I calculated it out initially, based off of what I want to charge per square foot, I have to do 128 square feet of material a month, whether that's banner, vinyl, stickers, decals, whatever. I have to do about 128 square feet to pay for all the material and pay for the machine. So really that's not a lot. That's 4x8 banners, which I've got a contract with the local high school, and they're doing a couple of banners a month. And I just tell everyone, that I can do stickers. I've made stickers for friends. They tell their friends, and they want stickers for just random things, and that's mostly what I'm printing. I've done, like I said, I've done banners. This is clear. I haven't used it yet. I've got a low tack vinyl that I've been using for wallpaper. I've got my regular vinyl that I do decals and stickers with. That's really all I've done. I did do some print and cut heat transfer, but I think that's one of the reasons why I bought it, because I thought, I can do printed heat transfer for what you pay for the print and cut heat transfer. It's not worth it. You'd be better off getting like a sublimation printer to do sublimated garments, or like a digital transfer printer like the LAKEY. Personal opinion, I don't think it's worth doing heat transfer, but doing the decals, it's worth every penny. So I'll try to get more information. I can't think of the other questions at this moment, and this video's been going on for quite some time, so we'll go ahead and end it here. But if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to get some more videos out detailing kind of my process, what I've been doing. So thanks for watching. Hope that answered your questions. If you have more, please let me know. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates on things to come.